Hello, everybody. Welcome. Sorry, I've been missing for a little while. We kind of had a lot of stuff going on. We took a little trip down to see Simple Man. I tried to get some videos filmed, but it just did not work out. Because the way everything went, I could sit here and tell you the whole story, but I'm probably not going to. Let's just say we weren't sure we were going to make it because of the hurricane. The hurricane missed them. We didn't have our car back from the repair facility, getting the damage from Alyssa's accident fixed, but we actually managed to get it back same day, so we had to do a rush and go. And on a 9-hour trip, that's a lot of fun. But anyway, we made it down there and we made it back. We just went and hung out with Simple Man, his wife, and his family for a little while. Nice relaxing time. I love going down there. We did hit an alligator on our way down there. Sure did. About 15 minutes or so from his house, and we run across the alligator in the middle of the night that was laying in the road, and I couldn't see him because he was dark as the road. He stood up right at the last minute, and well, he got found out. But nonetheless, I'm back. I was thinking about trying to do a little filming yesterday, but just had so many people here yesterday, we couldn't get it done. But Fat Matt come up, Johnny Arnett. We done a little bit of work, but we didn't get no filming done. But I do have some cool stuff y'all are gonna see coming up. I got a couple of new things that we're probably gonna fiddle with. Yeah. You might even get to see me haft another axe or two. Maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know. I might have to holler at Casterman. See if I can find what I'm looking for. Alright, y'all. We got a saw sitting here on the table. I think it's a 288 Husky. He said it do not run right. Been here for a few days, so I knocked that axe over. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can pull the top off of it and get a look in here. See if we can figure out if there's something going on that we can see, or if it's something else. Oh, me and Johnny are gonna do an old saw revival kind of restoration thing. Not really a restore. He's wanting to restore it, but we're not planning on doing that. Well, we're gonna make a video of it, and it's an antiquer. And it's a cool old antiquer. I think y'all are gonna like it. It's gonna be coming up maybe a few weeks. I don't know for sure. We got to find some stuff. It's an old IEL Model P. So if you've got any old IEL Model P parts, shoot me an email. I'll get you in contact with Mr. Johnny, and we'll see if we can make something go of it. Right now, we want to have a little look at this. Fuel line feels okay. I don't know if it's got any fuel in it. This is how I usually check them out to see if I can figure out kind of what might be going on. Got gas in it. Where is the gas line? There it is. I'm kind of going to check the gas line just to make sure nothing obvious. It does have a filter on it. It does not appear to be cracked anywhere I can see. And it don't appear to be leaking. So, not giving it a clean bill of health, we're just saying it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Throttle don't even go close to wide open. There ain't no real way to fix that either. I know it needs a little bit of a deflector on the muffler. Muffler's falling off of it. We're just kind of going to give it a going over and see if we can identify the problems, and maybe we can straighten it out. Maybe. Figure out how to title it afterwards. Come on now. That's enough. I can get it out of there. That's all we're interested in. Get it out and have a look at the piston. Well, I'd say that's a it is. Yeah, it is. The muffler was loose, so you know exactly what it is. So, yeah. Y'all want to pull the cylinder off, clean the piston up, see if it'll run? Is that what y'all want to do? Y'all like the piston cleaning on the other one. Maybe we'll do this one. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it and blow the trash out of it, pull the cylinder off, and then we'll look at the piston. I ain't going to bore you with tearing it down. Most of y'all know how to take a 288 apart. It's 4 screws and take the carburetor loose. There's not even a throttle linkage. It literally just does this number. Do it. That's it. All right. Let's see. There you go. Now you can see the cylinder. See the transfer in there? We're going to clean that up. I wanted to show you that before I get too excited, because if I'm not careful, sometimes I get so excited while I'm working, I forget to stop and show you what you wanted to see. Now this piston has the ring stuck just like the Mac rings, although it don't seem to be quite as bad. We're going to pop the piston off of the rod so y'all can get a look at it. And a lot of people don't think I can do this. Well, they don't think they can do it either, but I ain't gonna swear it'll work every time, because every once in a while I run across some that are so bad they cannot be really, here's the thing. Some of them are so bad that if you've got a saw that's junk and you can't get no parts, and you can clean the ring lands up and get it to run, you can make a show saw out of it. Something that'll crank and run at a show, and people can see it and look at it and hear it, and it'd be from the past. They want to use this saw. The piston actually looks pretty good, except for this right here. And you can see the ring is hung up in it. It won't come out. Well, now, can I save this one? I don't know. Some of these do not save as well as others. We're going to give it a try, just so y'all can say, "Did you see what Hopper did? That crazy rascal." Keep trying to file a ring out of the piston. Just like I done before. Just gonna take the sharp edge and just try to hit right where the ring goes into the piston. Just try to give it a little bit of relief where it's rubbed the aluminum down over the ring. Now getting it down here on the other side sometimes where it's really overlapped right there. I'm trying to get a corner in where I can knock some of that aluminum down. Might just have to go at it like this. You just kind of got to try a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I have run across some that I could not get out. You actually have to cut them out. If it's one of the pistons that you can't replace, the best thing to do is just break the ring and get the ring out, and then clean it up. See if you can find something with a ring that'll replace the ring. That's the best course of action. I'm trying to catch that. Trying to catch that edge of that ring right there. Catching the other side's easier because it's got a little more sticking up. And doing this too, on something like this, you don't have anything to lose. What have you got to lose? It ain't no good the way it is. So you can only make it better. That was in there pretty tight. I don't know if I'm going to film all of this. I might do it like I did it before. My knife's missing. I got some other junk on the table. I can't find my knife. Just dragging this down along the edge of the ring landing sometimes will help. I mean, you're not worried about scratching the piston. It's obviously scratched. So don't get too excited. We're just trying to shave a little bit of aluminum off where it's transferred from the piston up and over the ring. And I may break this ring before I get it out. This is probably an iron ring, where the other ones on that Mac are more like a tool steel. And iron rings break a lot easier, so you can't wrench on them and stuff like I did on that other ring. These can be real delicate. Now, whether I have another ring or not, I don't know, but I may have it. Give me a minute. I'll see if I can get some stuff off of it. All right, I did it. I broke the ring. Well, you can't always get them out, but I was trying to. It's been about 30 minutes since I paused it. It was just stuck in there so good. And I don't really know why. It just was. Right there, it's just so tight. But I broke it. Now I'm gonna clean it up. I may have another piston for this thing. I don't know that for sure. tight right there. That's probably the reason why it broke. As you get a little bit of aluminum rolled over, let's give it a light cleaning here. We'll see if we can get the ring to pass back through the land. Then we'll see if we got another piston. If we ain't got another piston, we'll see if we got a ring. I just go down in there and try to scrape all that black stuff out of there. I could throw it in the new ultrasonic cleaner. Well, you know, sometimes you the pony, sometimes you the stud. That's just the way it is. Let's use this end of the ring that wasn't stuck. See if maybe that'll go through here a little better. Oh, and it does. Go figure. After a little bit of cleaning anyway. The cool thing about these cast iron rings, they're really sharp. So you can actually use them to deburr a piston. You just gotta be careful and not cut your fingers, because they will slice you up. I don't think he knew this is what was wrong with this thing, because he's been messaging me here and there asking me if I got it running yet. I'm like, nope. And it actually did have a little bit of compression. It just, you got a running issue, and this is what's going on. You might well fix this before you get too far. All right. I'm gonna clean this piston up a hair. I'm just gonna take the file and rub over the high spots like this. Just kind of flatten the high spots out like you're filing your fingernails. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Just, you know, shorter long nail. Let's use the fingernail file. We'll give it just a little bit of smoothing up with this, because with this little file here, it's flexible. You can actually feel. You can feel when the rough spot goes away. I still got to clean the cylinder up too, so. All right, give me a few minutes and we'll see what we got. Okay. It still looks a little scratchy. There's a few high spots yet. I'm going to work on them. Look, I went to the land of misfit rings and I found a ring. I know. That's why I keep stuff. Tell me. I did go in here, and I don't know that y'all can tell. There's still a little bit of staining up in there, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. I've been sitting here passing the piston in and out with without a ring on it, and that'll let it show the high spots on the piston. Like, this piston is not, you know, if you put your foam over the hole, so it's not like, the piston is not like stupid wore out. Does it have some wear on it? Yes. Do we care? Not really. Not on this one. He just wants to make a work saw out of it. somewhat of a work saw. So what I'm gonna do is I rub that, and then I'll come back with the file and just see if I can hit them spots just a little bit. That right there looks to be the worst. That's probably about all I'm gonna do. Just knock them places down, hit it with a little sandpaper. That's probably gonna be the best of it. I don't know, they come across this saw somewhere cheap, I think, and they got it for about nothing. I don't know the whole story. He kind of told me a little bit of this and that and the other. It's been a little while, so I can't remember the whole story about how he got it, but he didn't want, I don't think he wants to spend a whole lot of money on it. So, we ain't. We're gonna put this ring in there that I found off of, I don't know what, but it's the right ring. 1.5 millimeters, 50 by 54 millimeters. It fits the piston. It ain't stuck. So, as far as I can tell, we're pretty much ready to put him back together. So, I did do a little bit of modding on the muffler because the deflector was gone. I didn't film it. I just cut a piece of pipe and just welded it over the hole. I'll show you before we put it back on. I'm going to stick this back together, and we're going to see if it'll run. All right. The muffler bolts are missing. I found a set of studs that are just barely long enough. They ain't exactly right, but got compressor. So let's throw the air filter on it. Take it out there and see if it'll crank off and see if it runs. I think it will. Yeah, that works. Barely, but it does. All right, let's go outside. All right. Now just remember, we don't know nothing about it. We don't know whether it even run at all. All we know is, well, piston needed some work on it, so maybe it'll crank, maybe it won't. Don't know. Out, stops off. We got smoke. I'm gonna say that runs. I'm gonna call it a runner. That's right. Let's go stick it back together. All right. We're gonna set the cover back on. Because it runs and that's what he wanted. So we're gonna have it at that. We'll see how it does. If it gives trouble and he brings it back, I'll make a video showing you how things went. If you don't see a video of it, then I don't know what happened. Never mind. I found a problem. Crank bearing not very good over here. It's loose. Yeah, I should probably check that first. Oh well. It's got a little play in, but it don't seem to have an air leak. That's what's funny. Well, you never can tell. I don't know if y'all can see. But it does have some play in it. Oh. I don't think that's the screw that goes there. So, what do we think? Well, you can fix the old piston. That muffler. I mean, it'll run. It ain't gonna run long, I can tell him that. I don't know if y'all can see that on camera or not. Probably means it won't oil. Well, he didn't know what was wrong with it, neither did I, but we do now. So, I reckon that's what it'll be. I'm gonna call him and tell him. See if he wants to do that. And if he does, then maybe we'll tear it down and put crank bearings in it. I don't know. I was wanting one of these to build, but I'm wanting a blue. I want a blue one because I want to turn a blue one into a 181. But yeah, that's what happens when you fix old saws. Sometimes you come out smelling like a rose. Sometimes you get it running and you find something else wrong right at the last minute. I knew it was noisy over here when I cranked it. The fact that it idles is amazing. Oh, mercy. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. Bill Hopper out.